I don't know. I might have pressed the button again. But I don't think I did. Pretty sure I pressed the other button. Anyways. Panic, please. Do not panic. I am alive. I can do this. Like, this works. It just doesn't do anything. I'm using an internal noise. Using an internal noise sample to make this do stuff because it can't detect my actual microphone, but doesn't seem to do anything? Like, it's way too slow to actually do stuff. See? There's nothing there. They want you to go whoo, and I can't do that. So, let's see. What can I do here? Yeah, they want you to... They want you to really go at it, so hang on. Let me see if I can trick it, maybe. Microphone sample. This might be kind of weird, guys. I don't know if it'll actually play the noise, but this might be pretty weird. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Oh, I'm in documents, duh. What? I don't want a WAV file. Alright, never mind. That's not gonna work. Whoops. I accidentally sprayed the thing, sorry. Let's see. Connected microphone. Now if I could figure out how to connect it to the microphone. See, path settings? Oh, look at that. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, guys. I'm also on the wrong finger, I think. Or maybe, I don't know. It's not working. Oh, wait. Huh. Hang on, give me 1 second. I don't want to destroy your guys' ears.
Akatsuki will deliver judgment.
I don't want to destroy your ears, so give me 1 second. Also, hey Reborn, how's it going? Okay. Okay, so that didn't work. It is detecting my voice now, but it's doing it in such a small amount that it's slower than actually holding down the button for mic samples. So what to do, what to do? Oh, there's probably a way around it. Let's see. I can look it up. Sorry for silence, this might be a second, because... I don't know, there is nothing I've seen that is actually... Let's see, hang on. Recording, playback... I mean... Yeah, they don't, but what are you gonna do? Automatic noise removal, I'm gonna mute this thing for just a second. That didn't work. Cover your best. Cover the entire screen. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna cover the entire screen. Oh. Maybe that's what we were doing wrong. Instead of it not connecting to stuff, we just didn't get enough stuff. So Reborn was right. Just cover the entire screen. That's what works. And then we can just keep on talking and talking and talking so that the screen just constantly blows. And I'm pretty good at just constantly yammering to myself, so this is not exactly the worst thing possible. But yeah, it wasn't that the speed was wrong, it was just, hey, we didn't cover enough of the screen, so thanks Reborn, you saved us. So there's another stupid pause in this series, but that's fine. Means we're out of luck, there's no fingerprints. And Samurai must have worn gloves, Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Also, there's like 3 handprints in here. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? No, fingerprints. Sorry, that's an old joke. Animaniacs. See if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. And there's one right there. It's gonna go all around. Spray this stuff everywhere. Also, why was it tilted to the left when the glove hand is pointing upwards? That seems like a really awkward scenario. Also, wow, that is a very spirally fingerprint. I guess all of them are kind of like that though, so not really much to say there, huh? It's weird watching it just go away whenever I talk. Anyways, print's so clear it's dazzling. Anyways, print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. Not done yet? It's quite a process. There's no point in finding the fingerprint, not knowing who the owner is, right? Yes, she's right. Alright, who is it? Thanks, Edgeworth, for giving us all these fingerprints. I think they're a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? You know, the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. Probably Mr. Meekins? Nope, not him. Comparison complete. It's completely different. So Mr. Goodman, I guess. Isn't it obvious? Bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? You can preview the prints? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Mr. Wright, I was doing this for your benefit so you'd learn. Fine, fine. Not like I'm ever gonna do this again. Let's see. Not him. Doesn't look like it's him. Not him. Nope, not him. Oh, it's Gumshoe. I mean, I was only looking at the center part, but... Match found! It's Gumshoe! These prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, we came up nothing this time, as always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. Gotta roll with the punches. Thanks for the simply. Wait, if I remember correctly, there's another handprint. Let's check it out. It was on this locker, I think. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right. There's a handprint here. Okay. Wanna try using this? Eyes sparkling again. Yeah, why would they give me an option for this? Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? Ario's blood was wiped away, right? I ended up finding it because of chemical means. Prints that are in the area will be wiped away too. Oh, right. Means no prints. The probability your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Let's find prints that weren't wiped away. That weren't wiped away, so... I don't know. If the blood was wiped away, it'd be like over here, I guess? Scientifically speaking, this seems like a very high possibility. Of course, I don't know why they wouldn't just wipe down the entire thing. Yeah, it seems like it's very long. Also, hey, we were right. Also, hello, Invisible Opinion. How's it going? But, you know, I think we're halfway done. Halfway through it, at least. So I was gonna keep on talking until it works its magic and gets rid of all this dust. Because that's how this game works, apparently. I just have to keep on talking. And I think we're done, maybe? No, I can't tell. We definitely got a print, though. I don't know whose it is, but we got a print. Think I need more powder down here or something? Actually, 1% finished. Oh, no. Well, this might be a longer series than I thought, but that's fine. It's enjoyable, so, you know. Yeah, might need more dust, might need less dust, I don't know. But all I do know is that if I keep on talking, that it will eventually file out, and we had a couple prints like this, I think. Either that or I wasn't down far enough, maybe? Maybe I wasn't, I don't know. Definitely a print, so I'm not sure what else we need. More dust up here, I guess? I'm not really sure. Like, I feel like we have a really solid print right there, but they're not really giving me the option. So how's it going? I'm just gonna keep on talking because I need to do that. I could just blow into the mic, but that would be awkward. I could also probably set this back on sample, since now we know the truth. Very fickle and accepting prints. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why, it's just awkward. But if you don't have the entire print, then like you could get a wrong print, I guess? I'm not sure how fingerprints work. So whatever works, I guess. Only 1 pixel. Oh no. Hang on, I'm gonna fix one thing because I cannot do that. There we go. So press this button. Much faster than me just talking to myself. Well, not to myself, I'm talking to you, but you know what I mean. It seems to be getting lighter, and I don't know if I like that. Dust over the entire print again. There you go. Okay, there we go. That was easy. Let's see. Yeah, that looks similar. Although his is curved differently, I guess. Comparison complete. There are no matches. What? Was not Mr. Meekins Jake Marshall? Yeah, that looks pretty similar. So, Marshall was in here, and he was the one bleeding. Well, that doesn't really match up, does it? Whose are they? Whose? Someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall? I was saying John Marshall, I'm sorry. Gotta be a coincidence, he's not involved in the crime. Emma. These are decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction, the blood fingerprints are the same place. Oh. Oh! Jake Marshall's fingerprints. On a wiped blood stain. Not only why, but when? When would he do that? The investigation is finally turning up some results. Guess this is what you call decisive evidence? I don't believe it. I kinda want to ask how far I am into this case, but at the very least I'd say we're on day 2, so unless we do the time warp, I think we're good. And I hope we don't do the time warp, because I hate time travel. My least favorite trope is time travel. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And different suspect was arrested at the crime scene. Hi, Lana, how's it going? I see you got your muffler back. Lana. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday, I was indisposed. Hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? As Mr. Wright suspects, the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I stuck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me, you. Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye discovered traces left by a certain person in the police department evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall. You found Officer Marshall's traces? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have on my sleeve today. You understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? You have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to do, Miss Wright. You're very long. Gosh. Let's see, courtroom number 9. Hey Edgeworth, how's it going? Kinda miss having Maya here. Court's now in session for the trial, Miss Lana Skye. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is Afraid you have to clarify. Takes 30 minutes by car to reach criminal affairs from the prosecutor's office. The victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. Not physically possible, is it? Also, you didn't say you were ready. Here, the victim from the evidence room disappeared. Yes, the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. I'm sorry, I don't know how to talk. Today I will present evidence related to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. That's I cannot talk for some reason. That's what set Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. That's supposed to be admirable trait? I mean, it's a little admirable, I guess. If you can sound confident, you can be confident. Maybe. I don't know. Day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edwards, you may call your first witness of the day. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder of Cord. The suspect of murder that occurred at the police department. Oh no, not Mr. Meekins. Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. It's not an occupation. So you're telling us you're the professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it, sir. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir. Oh, jeez. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is, sir, I'm what you call part of the younger generation, sir. Person whose action adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edwards, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. After all, I'm part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. Can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Yeah? And please confiscate his megaphone. You should not have that on the stand. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed to the room. So I do what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out, until another officer smacked me awake. Crime report, sir. The victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Doing as they do it for you. That's Mr. Meekins' family motto, sir. He fainted. Colleague helped me regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. As we begin his cross-examination, what I need here is more info to work with. Crime report, sir. Alright, press everything. Hold it! Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which means that many officers were given special attacks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. Lovely police mascot created by head detective, sir. Oh no. Stares into your dreams. Stop it. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. Well, you just contradicted yourself, didn't you? I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished the day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room, sir. That's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Hold it! In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here, around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed here, right? I was going to conveniently show this. There it is, I found it, sir. It's one right here. Please read us the number. Yes, sir, it's 498-9596. That's my number, sir. I see, huh? But the number 498-9596 is shown being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. First time is when I relocated Blue Badger to the evidence room. Second time is when I went to get him after everything is held down. I see. So it was during that second time when? Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Huh. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. Hold it. Sir, you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. Thought I got this gash on my hand. You kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. Grabbed the man by his collar. Fought for my life, and then I did it. What exactly do you mean when you said you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into Kung Fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched a knife from him. He took his knife? Spun him around to perform a disarming maneuver. Made sure to close my eyes like a man. Must have been desperate. And the next thing I know, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew, yeah, he punched me right in the face, sir. After that, I passed out, till another officer smacked me awake. Hold it. How what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. I mean, you could look it up, but okay. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was around 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice, sir. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. I came around and made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. The Blue Badger is safe. Fairly accurate picture of what happened, we don't. And only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? Got a point. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my cell. Also, wow, VHS tape. Been a while. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. Videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Objection! What? But I suspiciously asked if there was such tape, and I was told that it had been mistakenly erased. It's quite a mistake. I see what I'm told, sir. The only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication police department is as good as ever. Why is it every time we go in these trials, the videotapes are mistakenly erased? Of course, they usually turn up, so show us the videotape. Oh, please stop using that for murder, sir. It scares me. A videotape of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Hi, how's it going? Mr. Blue Badger, this is really... Alright, see you. Oh, hello there, person. Hey, you dropped a thing. And then we go back over here. Wow, 3D models are pretty cool. Ow. Pretty sure Mr. Meekins just got murdered there. Yep. Okay. I believe we're all thinking the same thing. First off, he lied. Second, that was really creepy. How would we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's a Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Or if I can watch that again, and then explode. Tape seems to prove the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room. Some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying clearly incomplete footage, the witness testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. The mystery man. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do. Locker he opened was unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. Must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Huh. What about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that the locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, defense may begin its cross-examination. Don't know where this cross-examination will lead. I might actually have to check the video again. If I can. Alright, so what I'm looking for is to see if the guy grabs it with his actual hand. He doesn't seem to be wearing gloves. But something does fall out, and I don't know what it is. I don't really get why Goodman would attack him, though, is the big thing. And then he disappears without leaving the evidence room. So there is some way out of the evidence room, or he just hid there. Guess I'll just press everything. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as seen or not seen the man's face, I believe it would be classified as the latter. The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, weren't you not? More to the point, you're the person who fought him, aren't you? Ah, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see? Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. Hold it. But you don't know that for sure, do you? Never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen or already... Going through this. Why is everyone looking at me? Why the label you say is disturbing or... Meekins. Oh, jeez. Like a chicken. I mean, shown the questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now, please be certain when you testify. Yes, sir. Claim the man who brandished the knife on you as Bruce Goodman. Tell me why you're positive it was him. About those lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. Tried all kinds of methods in my past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. What kind of methods each tried? Probably the fishing pole. And open the locker. If you open the locker's lock, which only responds to registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir, and this too. Locker you open is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. Hold it. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? Workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. The victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. Hold it. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir, please do. After all, you were one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify through this, sir. Yes, you have a point. But it doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. I mean, there is a problem. Where did he go? Oh wait, he was right here. I need to double check, make sure he's not wearing gloves. Hey guy, how's it going? I say the models are pretty good. Kinda sad this is not gonna appear again, huh? For the Game Boy games, at least. There is a problem with the video. Regarding the video contained in this tape, there's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Its contradiction leads to a possibility that the man may not be Detective Goodman. What? The video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edwards? I propose we have the defense point out to this alleged contradiction in the video. Uh-oh. Let me point it out. I mean, the only thing I can Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. Point out a problem in the video. First time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. Set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times, sir. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates this man is not Detective Goodman? I don't know. If that's specifically what I'm looking for, then I don't know. Can I zoom in? Enhance. Enhance. It didn't work. Yeah, that's a good check. Thanks. Thanks for that. Also, you're gonna hear the Blue Badger theme for a bit. Let's see, anything in this maybe? I didn't actually check this, did I? Next says II-16. Makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be a clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I'm looking specifically for the power to prove that it's not Goodman. But how do I do that? Tag says SL911 is another piece of evidence from that case. Never did care for the word tag. It's confusing, huh? What's so confusing about that? You know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Is that a word? You challenge me in a word game now? Is that a word? I don't know. There's zigzag, but that's a Z, not an X. We're already looking at that, so I don't need that. I don't know, like, what am I doing here? Let's see, I guess I'll watch a bit longer now that I have the power to reverse. Hey, Meekins, how's it going? Wait a second. Very creepy. Let's see here. Alright, play again. Something falls to the ground. I think it's the glove? I don't know. We go here. And then... That is accurate. It's the only thing that connects the two. Also, what knife is he using? Looks like he's using the knife from Edward's car. And when did his coat get bloody? Also, thanks, Blue Badger. Blocking this guy's face perfectly. I find why that's false. You have a contradiction. I don't know if I do have a contradiction, though. Unless the locker was already open. But I don't know if that's the case. Also, there's nothing sticking out of that first locker, which is weird. I'd appreciate insight, but I'm not really sure. Like, I'm pretty sure there's something very simple here I'm missing. I don't know, we'll let it play out, see what happens again. Maybe Phoenix will tell me something. I don't understand why they attack Meekins either way, though. Poor Meekins. Although the fact that this guy was manhandled like crazy kind of proves he didn't kill the guy, right? Oh. On the right track in a way. One thing I can say is probably either this or find out the open locker wasn't theirs. I don't. Let's see, Bruce Goodman 77777. Let's see here. Extremely thin rubber glove. A light indicates open boxes. Wait, a light indicates open boxes? Aha! Take that! Take that! The thing that's strange about this video it's got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir! Do you mean me, sir? I guess I just read through the court record. As I understand, locker apparatus works like this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm slow. We can't all be naturals. You grab the handle, sensor reads fingerprint. The music is... It's still here. The print matches this. Register data, the light turns on, lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. Why is it still playing the music? If so, then something's seriously wrong with this picture. Da 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 da. The victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Hey guys, see you later. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Jeez. I don't want to know how they got that sound effect. Order, what's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked in the day of the crime. Objection. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this, but that's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor will detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, just gonna show you all novices to keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Okay, that's probably the glove. Something jam the electronic system? Something jam the sensor? Say, there's something else and that seems out of place in this video? Yeah, I thought so too. Gotta be another clue in there somewhere. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. Locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this. Here comes the music again, guys. We're gonna fast forward. Why doesn't it fast forward the music? That'd be great. Take that! Now it's gone. Please watch closely. This is what continuation Fire showed you earlier. Wow, they took out the music for watching the actual video. I'm sure there probably is like a sped up version of this song. What's this? What's this? My things fell out of the locker. Didn't rhyme. But sir, it's been an experience to fall when doors are open. I often fall and roll at great distance when I open my car door, sir. Objection. We can't be sure that item was in the locker to begin with. What do you mean? Sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Completely silent. The blue badger stares endlessly with its one dripping eye. The white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. Just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times I get stuck in the door when I get out of my control vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would have to block the electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yeah, an insulator. Crime scene. Somehow this is worse. I would have done something that fits the description. But sir, insulator? You don't mean rubber, yeah. No, defense, please present the relevant evidence. Whoa. No, don't do it. I want to defend. Dang it. Found this locker. Found this near the locker, thin rubber glove. Oh no, here we go. Maybe I should have turned that off. The tag says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening this locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. Wait, yeah. The day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins? You got drama, blue badger. It would appear so, sir. Order. This picture did not happen is my issue. Like, this picture clearly did not happen in the video. He did not salute. He didn't even talk in that area. The victim whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, who he did not stab, we saw that in the video too, was not Detective Goodman. Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edworth? Evidence merely demonstrated that the possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video is indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. This a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Okay, here we go. Mystery Man number 2, sir. One other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. At the end of the evidence room, one of us to use their ID card. When an ID card is used, the record of it. Crime of crime, Detective Goodman is using their card. Oh yeah, they fixed the thing, by the way. I forgot to mention that. They did fix the rankings. What happened is that they were confusing moderators with subs. And I don't know why. But you're Necromancer again. Congratulations. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth, Mike Meekins, Bruce Goodman, Mike Meekins. ID... The ID used at 5:14, not 15, that's when he died, is that of the victim. Just before the crime. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several other cases should have been due for transferal. Why are there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? And now you're an awakened zombie sorcerer, Sivia. Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Sorry, I had to cough. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Oh, why? Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. Wow. Making a joke about his own spiky hair. Only a few cases up for the transferal here, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Move on to the cross-examination. Press everything. All the buttons. Hold it! So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Stone is solid, sir. Solid as stone. Whatever. One of my hands wasn't wrapped in bandages. I didn't even give it the V for victory sign, sir. You could use your right hand. I just can't afford to make any more mistakes. Hold it! Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? We already know that, Phoenix. Yes, sir. It's card next to my cuffs, sir. Or my cuffs, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times I get stuck in my car door when I get out? Well, the remaining time my ID card gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with testimony. Hold it! Let me know that this is the record that the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Not that prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being the prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Shh, don't stare at him. But you got a point, just like him. Got the wrong collar, kid. Wow. It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak to you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth must be so difficult for him. How the crime detective had used the card. Hold it! Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. He actually did not. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. But maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. About what? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. Thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show him what we got. Is there a really obvious thing? I don't know. Alright, what do you think? I'm confused. It's true that I used this card, but... I guess this is it? Like, I'm trying to say, like, hey, maybe the card is at the crime scene, which was found at 5:15. Objection! Objection, I guess? Okay, I guess it worked. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here, and they just let me keep it. Found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost items report? It's only half complete. But it shows Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. I guess that's where this comes into play. Glad I didn't have to present it. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess, you believe this something to be his ID card, right? Can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. The day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. And somehow it had reappeared at the... Oh. Officer Marshall had it. And he dropped it off after he got to the crime scene. That's why they missed it. Doesn't require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order, order, order. The prosecution have a response. I have only one thing to say to the defense. Hook, line, and sinker. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15, on the day of the crime, the man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yeah. That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion that the victim in the video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. I mean, it doesn't. That is, well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. Isn't good. Don't say that out loud. Oh well, it seems you finally realized. Exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, really? Okay, I guess that makes sense. I wouldn't have done it. Defense has already done explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So, the real crime can only take place at the location in the underground parking lot, at the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Rana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! Oh no. That doesn't actually make any sense, but okay. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It's all a trap from the beginning. Activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered, and where did this person disappear to? However, the trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Alright, you have to do something or else, Lana. Or Lana, whatever your name is, just to get myself out of this mess. Object! Objection! Objection, one moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Nah, of course not. I almost walked right into the prosecutor's trap. What are you talking about? Cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Just staring at us with his melting eye. Why is his eye melting? Need to fix that. Slam. However, it cannot be said that it's unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. Defense demands further examination of the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This court would examine this further. Other witnesses would be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. You're not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Better prepare my throat, because this is very difficult. Through his voice, Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone who we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Person who you would have testify? What is his or her name? Jake Marshall. It's the only Texas guy I know. Sorry, I had to cough again. Why him? I don't know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he is responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works at the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Recess! Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess. Wow. Well, the witness is subpoena? What does that word even mean? Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. You have 10 minutes. Hey, Lana, how's it going? Or Lana, whatever your name is. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. Seems you've figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. You're the one who knows everything. Emma. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. Almost done, except you're not. Oh, man. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Like a cacti. Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Well, not interrupt anything, pals. You kinda were. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. See you later, pal. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Let me avoid this awkward scenario. Got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. Top it off, you come here, seen half your people funerals. Sorry, detective. Oh, I see. You better be, pal. Hey! 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 I didn't see you there, Miss Sky. That's okay, so... have you brought what I asked? Oh! Oh, yeah. Stop it, you're not Santa Claus. You mean this, right, pal? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making the request. My name? Never in a million years I thought it was you who asked me. Can I bother you to bring the SL9 incident files? How do you end by noon? Talk about crazy. SL9 incident? I mean, thanks. Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright may need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. Can't believe you, Chief Prosecutor, were witness to that case. Sky was a witness? Interesting. Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with this serial matters. Oh, what? Now I brought your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... it couldn't be. This SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed for under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew as was... the Joe Dark Killings. The Joe Dark Killings. The Joe Dark... No, Lana. It's over with. No. Oh, she ran. Guessing that her parents were killed or something. You know what? Just remember, I gotta be somewhere. See you later, pal. I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. It can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you, you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Better take a good look at this file. Yep. Guess I better read that. Oh, to be continued. Da-da-da. We are clearing the game. This is definitely a really long add-on. Like, I'm a little proud of the people who developed this game for, like, adding on something like this. Like, something, like a whole story for this. You don't really see that with remakes. Usually it's just like, oh, this is an HD remake. You have a touchscreen now. Way to go. That's it. So, you know, I really appreciate them making this big story thing. Even if the microphone thing is weird. And we convened for the trial of Miss Lana's guy, and we didn't come back. Oh, my cheer squad. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. Officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Jake Marshall, or James Marshall, I forget your name. Please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Ah, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trials of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross the intersection when needed. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? Never heard Edward described that way before. Now, Mrs. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is boundless to the desert stand. No paper can sum it up. It was best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony the day of the crime. In English. Well, Texas technically is English, so. Maybe it's the longest case? I don't know. Probably is. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon time it went down. Just an innocent traveling man, so you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail. Guess I particularly care for your attitude. Wow. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute, what do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Guess what about the fingerprint activated locks inside the evidence room? Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? I mean very helpful. Not good with good machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Wow, the judge is being really, like, kind of aggressive. Very unlike him. Guess he just does not like cowboys. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, every time dies in there. I'm just a caretaker who interred the recordings. You interred them? Videos and nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. Nothing unusual is recorded. The tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but isn't going to do him any good. In actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. Held it. But you made your rounds the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? Told you that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperado I know joined the police force. Yeah, it's accurate. Sergeant on the day of the crime. Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. My glove's stuck in the victim's locker. Do you have anything about that? Well, I got the contradiction there. Sorry, partner, I can't say that I do. Haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? So I do have evidence, but I'm going to keep pressing, see if he messes with his testimony. He used to be a detective, so he used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course, but back in my day, the locker was a gold mine of evidence. Hey, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. Couldn't even tell you how a bot works. It's quite, incredible. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now they mention that, Detective Gumshoe said something like that. At any rate, it doesn't seem to be relevant to the case. Tell us what you were doing when the crime took place. What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even angel steak lunches can be that parlor's vongole sippe pasta. You can tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. I was at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. That's usually where Edward says, "Did you not want a raise this year?" Hold it! Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me on this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. Things seems clear, despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. Apparently your superiors don't. Alright, got a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. Or as though it's better up the ante. So do I present the fingerprints like right now? I guess so. Oh, okay, never mind. Even though he says something about it in the press, I guess not. You're gonna penalize me, Mr. Wright. Oh, must be on the wrong track. Oh yeah, where are the case files? I need to read these. Files for the Dark Killing, solved 2 years ago. Touch the button for details. Closed. No, wait, go back. Darn it, go back. Okay. Criminal Joe Dark, serial murderer, sentenced death. Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall. Oh, hello. Neil Marshall, huh? Someone related to this guy. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, witnesses Lana Skye, Emma Skye. Who was the defense attorney? Did he not have one? Executive investigators Dam and Gant. Lana Skye, head investigation Bruce Goodman, Jake Marshall, Angel Starr. Okay. What to do here? Huh. Alright, could use a small bit of assistance here, because I'm not sure which thing it wants me to press. I already pressed everything, so... Let's see, cyber is protected, security systems anyways. I'm supposed to make my rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Press. Get a refresh on this. Meet around the day of the crime, right? Ain't your word I heard it said, blah blah. Huh? Didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. Sorry, partner, can't say I do. Haven't been in that crypt in weeks. Protected by security systems anyway. Go through all these. I don't know. I'm not sure where the contradiction is. Treeside Saloon down. Time it went down. Okay, I have a trump card on my sleeve. Best keep it cool. Or though I'd better up the ante. Doesn't help me. I don't have any cards. I know we already read this, but how to keep it cool. Yeah, I know I have to prove he was there, but which one do I do it to? Like, I got the handprint, but I don't know. Okay, I guess it was that. I just did it in the wrong one. Officer Marshall doesn't strike you as odd. It's my bad. I thought he said, you know, up the ante. I thought, okay, maybe there's another contradiction I need to do. Guess I was just overthinking it. That is, you being called and testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. Quite simple. Left a very large trail behind that scene, or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingers to be in there. Objection. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene? Blood was wiped away. However, luminal test clearly revealed this, Officer Marshall. Seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. So you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the blood-stained fingerprints? And begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found the scene of the crime. Okay, here we go. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it. Wait, he was. How do you know he was wearing gloves? Guy's hiding something, I can feel it. I have a chance to prove it. He's hiding his instant growth potions as well, because his beard keeps coming back. I'm gonna press this one first. Or this one. Hold it! How'd you know about that? How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. Hi Zappy, how's it going? Thought to bring a knife to the courtroom? Yep. They're perfectly fine with it. That's right, it was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean murderer wearing gloves happened to place his hand on top Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Gotta find something decisive to time Officer Marshall's crime. Wish I could say literal things, cause it's like... Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. The strange my prints weren't all over that locker. His fingerprint data was never changed. Must have been using the fingerprint lock without even knowing it. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? The seal of blood in the desert, just as food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. Security tape. As long as my trail's in there, you can't say otherwise. Doesn't get us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully we're going to this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? What do you mean by that? You want to tie this to crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, the video is the only direct evidence you have. Objection! That video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone's familiar with the camera's position, you could leave the room without being caught on tape. Objection! We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Can I do that? I might have something. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Have another look at the video. Show us the incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer James Marshall. Here it comes again. Yep, thanks Blue Badger for blocking everything. Okay, let's keep going. I want to say it's the knife. This is probably wrong. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I want to say it's probably this knife that he's always using to chop his own face. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything really important. We go all the way back. Hey, how's it going, Meekins? Nothing I can really see here. You know, we get to listen to the best song, kind of. Wait, let me make sure they know I'm talking about the knife. I don't want to point the Blue Badger again. Take that! Take that! There, how's that for evidence? Please allow me to apologize for my colleague, Your Honor. He gets carried away sometimes. Okay, yes, well, it certainly isn't a first. You forgive him too, Officer Marshall. He's not a bad man, just delusioned. Of course. Alright, that was wrong. Yeah, we already covered that. It's a glove that was blocking the door. Back to the cross-examination. I was wrong, apparently. Can't let him squirm out of this one. I gotta find something. It's like, what decisive evidence is there? Hold it. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. Just so happened. Chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. Chances of that are not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get the one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me for a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? Hold it. Unrelated. They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One got to do with breakfast, while the other is a type of murder. Right, though seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Maybe it's that he was not wearing gloves? I mean, he was. I mean, he wasn't wearing gloves, so... He's also not even bloody. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think you can. I don't think you can see any, like, even like a fraction of his face. I don't have time for your speculation, Mr. Wright. Well, if you can show us blah, 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 show evidence. Alright, very well. Let me point out your mistake. I will go with the glove thing, unless you guys are gonna yell at me if I do it, because I don't want to really get another mark. I'll count it as wrong, but I don't want to get another mark. I don't want to reset. Don't yell at me. I'm gonna go with the glove thing. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's how many fingers there are on a hand. There are 5. 5 fingers. That's your lesson for today. Anyways. Take that. There. How's that for evidence? Nope. Nope. Alright, guess that's wrong too. 31, even though that is a contradiction in what he said. Alright, let's watch the video more carefully. There's gotta be something. Why didn't you yell sooner, Reborn? Jeez. Alright, let's watch this again with dramatic music instead of the Blue Badger music. I'm not really seeing anything, but I can't zoom in to check. Other than, you know, he disappears and apparently no one cares about that. Well, thanks, Bliven. Welcome to the stream, and I'm glad you enjoy my suffering. That's fine. I'll figure it out, probably. I will probably be using save spots once I get to one thing, because I'm gonna go through this frame by frame, I guess. And you're gonna hear this music the entire time. It's like, I can't see what that is. Like, what's that on his ear? I don't know. Doesn't really seem like he has long hair, that's for sure. I can just play this normally. It wasn't the knife, it wasn't the hands not being gloved, even though that's a major issue. And... nope, can't see it there, his fist is in the way. Da 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 da. And he's down. Anything here I can use? I don't know. I do not know. Also, what is Steam doing? Stop downloading stuff. The answer is very out of place, huh? Well, thank you for the hint. Maybe it's his locker? Can't imagine it would be, but... we go all the way back. Rewind! Isn't technology amazing? Was it you? Did you do it? Did he say anything about the blue badger? I don't think he did he? It's not paper, that is a glove that fell out. We've already proven that the glove was holding this thing down. I don't think you were here for that, Richard. But the glove is not related to this. It's not related to proving he was in here. Like, we need to prove that this guy is Jake Marshall. It's okay. You weren't here, so it's, I'm not getting on your case. Hi, Invisible, how's it going? We're past that. We're on a different part of the video, so don't worry. I'm not completely stuck. We're now trying to incriminate Jake Marshall. We're past the first video, but we are still technically on the video, I guess, so I'm sorry. You know, I just wanted you to come back to this great music. That way you can enjoy your Wendy's with style. I need to find out, like, what part shows that this is Jake Marshall? I don't even know. See, it's very out of place. I don't really... I hope you got fries with your Frosty. Hmm? Wait. I think I might have something. Hang on. Oh. I forgot about that. Here you go. Bring your attention back, security camera. I'm a dumb. Sorry, guys. I got it eventually, I guess. It's a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. Hello, Hotwired Gaming, how's it going? Ace Attorney is pretty good. Also, that is a great emote. Bun shoe. That's great. These days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Yeah, okay. You can clearly be seen in the video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He did it! 8 words! Exactly. Phoenix is on point. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. See this locker that was... Wait, the judge? Why is the judge saying this? That's a mistake. See this locker and the white dot, the white cloth sticking out? This is the witness's locker. Judge, why are you stealing my thunder? How do you know? You're usually the last person to notice these things. It's like, whoops. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. There it goes. Hey, Meekins, you're looking great today. Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. This is probably what they meant for the judge to do, and they just mistakenly put the other... So yeah, I got this, Phoenix. I'll be the defense attorney now. Judge the defense attorney. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. You opened the locker when the camera was turned away. Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was opened? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm some wanted man? I'll be the judge of that. Good one, Zeffy. Guy isn't playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call your bluff. So I open that locker? Now prove it. Take that. A fingerprint sensor? You talked about this earlier today. In fact, you commented on it. Lockers can only be opened to detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Yeah, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, locks aren't that obvious. Even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Chewing jerky? That's great. Only got one word for you. One word for you, partner. No! Ow. Also, ow, my heart. All that jerky's making my heart jerk around. Order, order, order. Witness, explain yourself. This is a joke. It's the worst I've ever heard. Sure, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Please tell us what you're doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Olay! Please answer the question. What is he now, a bullfighter? That's right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure out the rest from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. One word to be partner is actually 8 words. Oh. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Huh. No place for someone high in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. That's so, then where was the witness? Seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right, the only possible conclusion. Then let's hear it. Where was the Officer Marshall? Time of the crime. Is he the victim or the killer? I think he's the victim, right? Officer Marshall was standing right here. Okay. There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct, unless that man wasn't Detective Goodman, which we've already proved. The victim in the video was Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman. Objection! But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. Objection! He already said he didn't. Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He was also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes? How did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Well, the officer's story puzzled me. Like a puzzle. The man has ID card, why didn't he just show it? He would have needed to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it, because it has his picture on it. And you can see Detective Goodman's picture is on this ID card. Oh, I get it. Well, if he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. You think this is that, Officer Marshall? You got quite an imagination, partner. Got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? Still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have heard of hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. Can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Well, Mr. Wright, you've already said that once. Any evidence? Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're one who couldn't take the desert heat. Yak, it can't be happening. Well, obviously he's the one. What can I do? Edward to the rescue? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. Basics? Me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Sorry for Borks. Doggo was like, oh no, there's someone outside. Anyways, Nick, try thinking outside the box. Should look for proof an Officer Marshall was in disguise. No, the Borks, I'm sorry. Evidence that came about because he was in disguise. I think this locker is open in the first place. Oh, whoops. Wrong voice. No, the Borks, no! And then Ouija. No one ever paid attention to Ouija. There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance he might discover later his bin. Or whatever he said. He didn't originally plan to open his locker, according to the defense's argument. Officer Jake Marshall dressed as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. After the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. Probably to wipe his hands. The fact that the white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate he opened it in order to put his cloth inside. Just what exactly is a piece of cloth? Perhaps, as the video is the key to all our answered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Very well, let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Why the witness had to open the locker? Um...
Thanks for playing
Well,
my
what?
favorite video game franchise of all time.
Well,
It's
thank you a lot,
honestly
Hotwire
changed my
Gaming.
life, and it's great to watch others get into it. Happy trials.
Aw, thanks a lot, Hotwire Gaming. Really appreciate it, and it is a great game. I've only played this one so far, but... Can't say I expected a donation, but I really appreciate it. Let's see. Now I forgot what I was doing. I was just having fun playing the... Rewind to the music. Now I'm also embarrassed, because I did not expect that, and... I don't know what to say to it. Alright, so I think it's this. I think it's this. He had to put it up to get rid of the bloody trench coat. Alright, I'm stopping and thinking. I don't like that it's tilting his head towards me the entire time, just like, hey, what are you doing? Are you trying to figure out a crime? Am I getting in the way? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just a blue badger, in black and white. Hey guys, you having a good time? The reason why I didn't wish would stop and hide a cloth. Blue Badger emote win? I don't know. I would need to figure out how to cut him out of something. I'm sure I probably could. See, why would he need to hide the cloth? Wait. Windy old bag emote. I want a just right emote, where it's like Phoenix doing the just right thing from Emperor's New Groove, but the only one I could find was like Pacha, just in a suit, so. Other than that, I don't have any emotes planned. What would Windy Old Bag's emote be? I don't even know. Maybe her just breathing. So the only thing that comes to mind... Autopsy report updates just right. Hey Dragon, how's it going? So the only thing that sticks out to me would be this bloody coat he's wearing. I only got 2 shots left of this, because I'm a dumb. It's a lot less? That's good to hear, Dragon. I hope it feels better soon. Alright, I'm gonna try the coat. If it doesn't work out, we got one more shot, and I'll consult my attorney on what I can do. Confirmed for dumb. I am definitely confirmed dumb. There's a Detective Goodman. And enter the evidence room. I don't know what freezing was yet. However, something unexpected happened. Okay, so we were right. This is actually doing stuff. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked. The white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. Couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, huh, partner? Why was that in quotes? Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? 2 years ago. You were only half as persistent then as you are today. We all wouldn't have to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright. Seems the time has come. Marshall's confession. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID card and dressed like him. Planned to take out the evidence. Wasn't expecting Officer Meekins, so I knocked him out. Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught in the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Very bloody, though. The victim was really you. There's one thing I still don't understand. Oh. Large quantity of bloods were traces were found on the floor in the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess, he's the donor. I got too much blood for that. Press everything. Had to do it that day. Hold it. Let what die? Say it, you mean... Well, thank you for the bits, Hotwired Gaming. You really don't need to donate, though. Like, I am here just for... Like, just to have a place for people to hang out. Maybe smile at my dumb ramblings. And, you know, enjoy this game. So, you know, don't feel like you need to or should donate. It's like, I'm not... I appreciate it greatly. Can't thank you enough, but... It's not my... I don't want you to feel like you have to, you know? Also, congratulations on becoming the Bit Boss, by the way. You got Twitch ads? I have not been able to get them for like 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, do you have to ask, partner? SL9, isn't it? 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was just going to complete the end of the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. What do you have to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? Why? No one ever pays attention to Ouija! When a case is closed, only the detective who's in charge of it can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself, one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. Oh, the Marshal wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why But why was Goodman killed? Why just disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card? I stole that the morning of the incident. That really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report. Guess I can scrap this then, woo! I returned his ID card, left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. Oh yeah, I was right. He left the card there. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Normally, that locker shouldn't have opened. Look how the rubber glove was stuck in the donor by chance, then Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. Why? Pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. Didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person. Take a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. Did Edwards get so much influence? Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it turned out this way, with me knocking him out and everything. What happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I knew it. And why did they just let him carry this in here? Doesn't really look like the knife in the video, actually. Hold it! So you did your research on beforehand. Cut his pay and give it to Gumshoe. Gumshoe deserves it. He's the one who gave us all this information. Those who go in the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. Security tapes raced every 6 hours. If I had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat and struggled with Officer Meekins. Someone was in the security room when I came out, jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it there. What was Officer Meekins doing that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. Come, she will never get a raise? Oh no. Does Phoenix ever get a raise? What you're saying is... Hold it! But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What, are you blind? The victim shown in the tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? Still missing, Your Honor. It's already empty. Someone stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not I answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer, is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one's mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. Witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. Can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why? I don't. Tell me. The case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence is stored in the evidence room. Joe Dock was convicted for these crimes. One thing I can say for sure, he deserved his sentence. I remember the Joe Dock case. Well, serial murders, did it not? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down in that trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Also, what does he not know? I think we wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. Better take another look at the files. Hey, Lori, how's it going? Oh, whoops. I think we're about to end, to be honest. Like, once I'm done with this, I will probably end for today. I might do more stuff later tonight, but how's it going? I don't know. I don't know, though. Depends on what I feel, then. But we're gonna try to finish this. We got hit like 4 times, but otherwise we're okay. You know why? This thing? Alright, see you, Richard. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, I'm gonna try to present this. We still have one free thing. Objection? That one clearly reveals a contradiction. Doesn't reveal a contradiction. I'm just trying to connect the dots, man. Whatever. 32. That one many points with the judge. And I can't. Can I save here, I wonder? Oh. I can. I'm not suspending play, just so you know. I'm just saving the game. Cool. I didn't know I could just save in the middle of courtroom cases. That's news to me. That's what I get for never pressing start. Maybe I need to present the files because Neil Marshall was in there. Save anywhere. Can I save in the videotape? There you go. It's like life. I don't know about that. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned here. In the list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of the name. 2 years ago. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor? Talking about the King of Prosecutors award. Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed, and the case fell into your hands. What's his relation to you? He was my brother. Aww. Dun, dun. Very sad music. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, chief detective at the time. The group of detectives I was part of worked under him. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Well, he definitely looks like a Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That's all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed, at least according to public records. My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it. That's your reasoning for this insane reactions? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it. Also, do you like my teleporting hat? You can't fool me. Here's one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened in the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 incident would be reopened. Not satisfied with his resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. I love that these two keep bouncing back and forth between each other. It's great. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time in the murder prosecutor's office, that fake murder was going on at the police department. Objections! Hi Spot, how's it going? Chance, gotta be more than just that. It was murder of the police department on the day of the crime. Means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which, in turn, means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. Objection! But wait, a verdict wasn't reached yesterday's trial. Objection! Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There would yet remain the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me this boy's got a draw on you, partner. All the mysteries of the police department have been uncovered. No contradictions. I mean, there are contradictions, but remain. The murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. There was no error in the testimony of the witnesses, Angel Star. There was a lot of issues, actually. Response, make it one word or less. Arg! That's a proper response, yeah. I rest my case. Seems the trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. Don't give up. I know what I proved today is true. Apparent murder and security cameras tape is really fake. But I didn't realize that it would end up proving Lana guilty. Well, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Objection! Emma! Hold it! Hey, Emma! How's it going? Your Honor, wait! Emma, you're back. Defense has an objection, a scientific objection, right? What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? Your Honor, in a sense, I guess. I mean, more Maya's than hers, but whatever. Looking for a minute of your time, please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. Such a nice guy. So, I didn't want to do it here, but this will be the end of the stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We will continue and possibly finish this one probably tomorrow. I like to do it during midday. So, thank you everyone for joining me. We're on a cliffhanger. Yep, you're gonna deal with a cliffhanger today, and tomorrow it will finish. And once again, thank you to Hotwired Gaming. I really appreciate the donation. Can't really stress enough how much that means to me, but yep, sorry, Spot. but detective things go a bit longer. You might finish it. Okay, I will start a little bit early tomorrow. Then I'll start at like 3 or something. Sorry that it's ending right now, but I'll see you guys. And if it wasn't for things coming up, I would keep going. But you know, see ya.